In today's video, I'm trying the arena on Oblivion Remastered. I'm new to Oblivion, so I'll also be making videos on how I experience each faction in the game. I've heard a lot of great things, and I'm really excited to see what all the hype is about. So let's see if the arena is any good. Let me know in the comments which faction I should try next, and if you do enjoy the video, please consider subscribing. I was broke. I just bought a house and needed some money. I kept seeing this poster around and finally thought, why not join the arena? Not just for the money, but for the combat experience and maybe a little bit of fame. As I walked in, the place reeked of blood, sweat, and death. Fighters were training with swords, bows, and fists. And there was a pig just chilling around. I was told to talk to a guy named Owen, who immediately insults you and basically tells you you'll die. I actually found that pretty funny.
Look at you! My granny can beat you and she's dead!
Eventually, he gave me my armor and explained how it all works. I was now a pit dog, the lowest of the low, but I was ready. The arena walls were stained with blood, probably from fighters dragging themselves to the basin of renewal. I couldn't use it yet, I was still too clean. That would change though. Walking up to the gate, you hear the crowd cheering. It's a surprisingly immersive moment. The announcer introduces the fight, and you get to use your own weapons, which is great. The arena itself looks brutal, the floor soaked in blood, the audience is yelling, and when you land that final hit and they announce your victory, you feel like a badass. So far, I was impressed, but could it keep the momentum? I walked back down, and now I could finally use the basin like a real gladiator. My reward, a whole 50 gold from a mildly surprised Owen. Between matches, I chatted with other fighters. There's some cool lore if you take the time. Owen remained, charming. After a few more fights, I ranked up to Brawler, double the gold now. Respect, still none. First match as a Brawler was slightly harder. Then I had to fight twins, 2 enemies instead of 1, obviously. My strategy, none. I rushed them like a skooma crazed cat, and that somehow worked. From here, Owen starts giving info on opponents, their gear, their race, and what to expect. Helpful stuff. After nearly dying in my last brawler fight, I ranked up to Bloodletter. I was now improving and going up in the ranks. Bloodletter rank went by real fast, then came Myrmidon. One downside of the arena, you can't loot bodies. I tried dragging a dagger out, it didn't work. Sad times because some of the gear is really nice. I tried switching things up by using different weapons. It was a bad idea. Two-handed enemies were absolute nightmares. My only option when low on health was running in circles, jumping around, spamming heal. But after surviving a tough fight, I hit warrior rank. I was making a decent amount, wouldn't say enough to justify putting my life on the line, but it was definitely better. By now, it started to feel repetitive, which was fine. I wasn't expecting an amazing questline when I started, and I was expecting it to become repetitive. It was less exciting and more grindy. The gold didn't feel worth it, but at least Owen stopped being a total freak. Other fighters now recognized my rank, which was a nice touch. Warrior rank was rough. I died a few times in this rank, not because I was bad, but because I wasn't good. I also realized I fought way better in first person. That discovery carried me through several fights. Still, two-handers were brutal. I had to learn to bait out their heavy attacks, then run away, and then run back in and strike. I mixed up first and third person views. Third person helped me when I needed to run away and heal while watching my enemy. Eventually, I reached Gladiator. Owen now insulted the dead instead of me. Progress.
You hit that orc so hard, her mother in Orsinium started bleeding.
I had a very fair fight, a 1v3. Outrageous, even Owen says so. I recharged my weapon and tried summoning a zombie. That didn't help too much. I tried again, this time the zombie distracted them while I hit and ran. Finally, I defeated the 3 of them. Then I fought a Gajit and got absolutely wrecked. Gladiator rank was easily the toughest so far. There's one easier fight after that, a bit of a break. There are then 2 more ranks, Hero and Champion, before the fight with the Grand Champion. Not too much interesting happened. I did have another 1v3, but this time pork chop helps. I actually have a pig. It can sit. Very cool. You can also talk to the Grand Champion, which opens up a side quest that takes you to a cool dungeon. Turns out his dad's a vampire. Or should I say, his dad was a vampire. You can also clear out the rest of the vamps. Then the Grand Champion teaches you some nifty combat moves.
Shinji, I'm the son of a vampire.
But when he learns he's not the noble-born great prince he thought he was, he gets all depressed, sad, and salty. The final showdown comes and you have to fight him. He just gives up. I get it, kind of, but it felt anticlimactic. I wish there was more questing to flesh out this part, or maybe build this out a bit more, instead of just having him give up so quickly. Still, I became Grand Champion, got some funny looking armor, and now you can fight for even bigger rewards. One of the fights after that gave me a fat sack of gold. So, what's the verdict? I actually enjoyed the arena. The middle part dragged a bit, and the money wasn't great, but it's a solid way to train and learn new combat tactics, and you feel like a champion when you land that final blow. My favorite fight was probably the very first one. That build up was awesome, and it took a while for that feeling to wear off. I also liked the ridiculous match against the orc with hammer. That kept me engaged. Some ranks are just padding, but overall, I'd recommend doing the arena questline if you want to test your skills and get a satisfying reward at the end. And of course, the reward of friendship. What was your favorite arena fight? Drop it in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one.